A wave of outrage, shock and disbelief has swept across the Outlander fan community worldwide after a dramatic series of events between beloved star Caitriona and her husband, music producer Tony McGill, suddenly escalated out of control. According to multiple reputable sources, Tony McGill has officially declared war on his wife after a series of overly intimate actions between Caitriona and co-star Sam in recent times. The center of this crisis began with a leaked behind-the-scenes clip, in which Sam is seen whispering something in Caitriona's ear as she laughs and lightly touches his chest. Although only lasting a few seconds, the video has sparked a wave of intense speculation about the true level of intimacy between the two Outlander stars, especially in the context of the series coming to an end and no longer bound by a joint promotional contract. Not long after, Tony McGill, who has always kept quiet in front of the media, stunned the public when he posted a rare status on his personal account, which is only followed by close people. "It's time to stop pretending. No one can stand on stage with one person and go home with another and still call it loyalty." Although he did not directly mention Sam or Caitriona, everyone knew clearly who Tony was aiming for. The status was quickly deleted after only 30 minutes, but not before it escaped the attention of entertainment reporters and astute fans, who took screenshots and spread them across social platforms. A source close to Caitriona said, "Tony feels deeply betrayed. He has repeatedly asked Caitriona directly about his true relationship with Sam, but has always received vague answers." The fact that she publicly appeared with Sam backstage with overly intimate gestures, and continued to post photos of just the two of them on social media, has made Tony unable to bear it any longer. At the same time, Tony is said to have contacted a divorce lawyer in London to prepare the necessary legal options in case they cannot reconcile. This has shocked fans because up to now, the Tony-Caitriona couple has always maintained a solid image as one of the most private, stable and scandal-free couples in the entertainment industry. Meanwhile, Sam has remained absolutely silent. However, those close to the actor revealed that he is in a state of deep confusion and internal conflict. A friend of Sam shared, "Sam doesn't want to be the reason for a broken marriage, but he can't deny his true feelings for Caitriona. They have been together for almost a decade, not only as co-stars but also as a spiritual support through all the events of life." No one can forget the moments when Sam's eyes turned to Caitriona during interviews, or the way she leaned her head on his shoulder at award ceremonies. The feelings between the two went beyond what was written in the script, and now, it was threatening to destroy another man's real life. Public opinion was fiercely divided. A large part of fans expressed absolute support for Sam-Kate, thinking that Caitriona should be allowed to live true to her heart and pursue true happiness instead of maintaining a cold marriage. But there are also many who stand by Tony McGill, feeling that he is being pushed into the position of a betrayed husband and completely helpless in front of the media. The hashtags #TeamTony and #JusticeForMcGill have appeared more and more on social media platforms, along with thousands of comments criticizing Caitriona for not being clear in her actions and emotions. A veteran entertainment critic in London commented, "This is no longer a private matter. Once personal feelings are expressed publicly, the consequences will also be public. Caitriona and Sam need to quickly determine their stance to avoid making things worse." While waiting for the parties to officially speak out, one thing is undeniable. Tensions have exploded, and the quiet but fierce declaration of war between Tony McGill and his famous wife is making Hollywood hold its breath to watch. Is this an irreversible collapse, or the prelude to an unimaginable end? The next morning, the Daily Mirror exclusively reported that Tony McGill had left his and Caitriona's shared Notting Hill home overnight, carrying a suitcase and without saying goodbye. Neighbors said Tony had left in silence, his face cold and without saying a word to anyone. This added credence to the suspicions that their marriage had broken down. Caitriona, for 24 hours after Tony's cryptic status, had remained absolutely silent. No new posts, no press responses. However, it was worth mentioning that she was suddenly caught appearing with Sam Heughan at a quiet cafe on the outskirts of Edinburgh the next morning. The two sat in a secluded corner, wearing dark glasses and baseball caps, but clearly made no attempt to hide their intimacy. Sam was seen placing his hand on Caitriona's back as she stood up, a small gesture but more than enough to explode on social media. A staff member at the cafe revealed they looked very comfortable. There was nothing awkward between them, as if they were in a safe place to be themselves. The image quickly went viral, sparking a fierce debate. Outlander fans shared mixed feelings. Some were happy that Sam and Kate are finally together. Others were disappointed that a married woman shouldn't be doing this. Amid the storm of public opinion, Tony McGill's representative finally spoke up with a brief statement. "We are taking the necessary measures to protect Mr. McGill's personal interests." At this time, he refuses to make any further comment. Without mentioning Caitriona, the message was enough to confirm that Tony no longer intends to tolerate the ambiguity between his wife and Sam Heughan. A London-based celebrity divorce lawyer said, if Tony files for divorce and provides evidence of an extramarital affair, Caitriona could face damage to her image and assets, especially if their prenuptial agreement contains an unfavorable clause. In the face of both criticism and support, Sam Heughan finally broke his silence with an Instagram post. "The truth isn't always comfortable, but I've chosen the truth over silence. I don't apologize for the sincere feelings I have." The post immediately attracted more than 2 million likes and hundreds of thousands of comments, most of which were from people supporting Sam and Caitriona's relationship. However, many also asked, can love justify breaking up a marriage? Caitriona has yet to make an official statement, but the media is preparing for a new wave of news. Will she choose Sam Heughan, or go back to reconcile with Tony McGill? Everyone is waiting for an answer, but perhaps it is Caitriona's heart that holds the true ending to this dramatic story.